I ain't ever gonna stop watching Big Unc and the Nephew. Bye.
What's up, homies? How we doing?
What up, G?
What up? How you doing, my brother?
Doing great. It's Friday, nice weather, can't complain.
I see something pretty sick behind you.
Yeah, bro, I got the offset smoker out here. She's still running. She has the pork belly burnt ends in there. They're about done. I just have them in there, just sitting there. I don't know if you guys want to look at them, check them out.
Hell yeah, of course we want to look at them.
All right, let me show you guys real quick.
It's like MTV Cribs for grills.
Looking pretty.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Oh man, that's nice.
Yeah, my first cook on this rig, so I feel like it done pretty well. Am I gonna complain? Took about 3 hours, guys. Yeah.
What about on the grill itself, the build process? How long did that take, start to finish?
Oh, that took about 3 months for the build. It's great. I love it. I'm in love with it. It's the first cook, but I'm just excited for everything else that I'm gonna cook with it.
Tell us the specs on it. What did you order?
So it's a 150-gallon rig. It has obviously a double insulated firebox, and I'm still getting the hang of it. I just know that to maintain the heat, you gotta control the firebox and kind of mess with the door. Open it and close it whenever it's getting too hot. You close the door, and then if you want more heat, you start opening it more. So you kind of got to get the hang of this right here and maintaining your heat, and also the damper. That's another thing that I noticed, that if it also maintains the heat. Like if you open it more heat goes in. If you close it, you start eliminating the heat. The learning experience, there's a lot more to learn, but I'm excited.
What's the plan for that? Is that just a backyard rig? It's going to stay back there, going to help you with your catering, or do you plan to take that with you places?
It's just a backyard rig just to throw down for the family, barbecue, kind of hang out with fam, gatherings. That's about it. It's not too big. It's 150 gallon. It's not huge, but it's a good starter. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what got you started in barbecue and where it's gotten you as of this point.
I got into barbecue because my family would always throw down on the weekends. They would get together and hang out and watch soccer games. Like, I don't know if you guys heard of the Chivas. It's a team from the Mexican league, soccer league. So my family's a huge Chivas fan from Guadalajara, and every weekend they'll gather and throw down and do some carne asada. So every week they'll like alternate and take turns to go to each other's houses, and that's how it went down. My dad would ask me to throw down. He'd be like, "Hey, you gotta get on the grill." So that's how I learned, and it went from there. Eventually, like, I started recording, and then my lady, she's like, "Hey, we should start recording your recipes." When I was cooking, she'll start recording me, and then that's how I started getting into making reels and into social media. Yeah.
What else do you guys like to do outside of cooking?
We like to go, and as a family, we like to go to Disney a lot. For Disney pass holders, annual pass holders, and then we like to obviously watch football and watch sports and gather with family and barbecue. Also, travel whenever we can. But yeah.
Were you a Disney kid? You always loved Disney?
Honestly, it was my lady, because she's a huge Disney fan, and once I got with her, she was all Disney, and then, I just got into Disney as well with her. So Disney's fun.
What's your favorite ride at Disneyland?
I've had to say Matterhorn.
Old school, right?
Yeah.
What about on the other side at California Adventure?
At California Adventure, I'd had to say, what's that? Incredible, right? I know what it's called, the Incredibles, right? Yeah, the
Incredicoaster.
Incredicoaster. There you go. Yeah, that's my favorite one from California. Yeah.
Okay. What about for someone that doesn't really go to Disneyland often? What would you tell them? Why would they go to Disneyland versus California Adventure?
If you're gonna go without the kids, I recommend you to go to California Adventure, because they sell booze and you could drink while you're there. And Disneyland, there's not much of that, but I recommend people to go to Disneyland instead, because of the fact that it's just bigger, and then you'll be there longer. It'll take you a lot more time to finish the park.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
That's where Star Wars is, right? Star Wars is on the Disneyland side, or
Star Wars is on the Disneyland side, yeah.
there you go. There's a big major reason to go if you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Have you been to that cantina over there yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty cool. They only give you like 45 minutes to like finish 2 drinks. But I mean, that's like the only spot that sells alcohol, I believe, in Disneyland. Yeah.
We couldn't get in there, so we went to the Star Wars area. We checked it all out. We were looking at obviously all the structures and stuff. We rode the rides, but we couldn't get into the cantina. It was just packed.
Yeah, it's always packed. You got to find the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing, I guess, about that 45-minute time limit, you know?
Yeah,
They're trying to get people in and out of there.
I agree. Yeah.
So is that your preferred theme park? Would you rather go to Disney, or inside would you rather go out to like Six Flags and ride some big
I'm not
roller coasters?
a huge Six Flags fan anymore because I'm not like huge on roller coasters anymore. But when I was in high school, I used to love it. But now I like Disneyland because I just like seeing the animation and all the nice decoration and stuff. It's pretty cool to see. Right now they have a lot of nice decorations of Halloween. It looks pretty cool. Yeah,
There you go. So how often would you guys say you guys go a year? How many times?
probably like 10.
10 times a year? That's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
You hit most of the major holidays and stuff then, at least?
We try to avoid the days that it's really packed because we already know what days not to go and when to go.
You guys are into those movies too at home? The Disney movies, or more so like going to the park?
We try to watch every Disney movie that's out, because for the most part they create pretty good movies.
Yeah.
Even if it's a cartoon base, always has a story to it, and it's always cool to watch it.
Yeah, for sure. I like a lot more of the later Disney movies, especially where it's like the CGI stuff. Most of those movies have been amazing, you know?
Yeah.
What's your top 3 favorite movies?
So on The Matrix, Gladiator, third one, probably Goodfellas.
How about your kids? You guys have young kids, right? Are they old enough for those kind of movies or not yet?
No, not for good. No. Gladiator, maybe yeah, they can watch it with me, but not good.
Yeah.
Goodfellas.
They're launching a new Gladiator movie, right?
Yeah.
Did I read that right?
Yeah, I think I heard about it too. I seen like a preview about it. That's gonna be great.
These sequels, they're doing a great job of pumping these out lately. Usually a sequel would come out maybe 2-3 years after the other one. That was made 20 years ago, 15 years ago.
That's been like 15 years. Yeah.
Goonies 2, I heard, is coming back. Beetlejuice just came out. It's another just like long-standing sequel. I'm sorry?
Watched Beetlejuice yet?
I haven't gone yet. No, I haven't seen it.
It's pretty good.
You guys both saw it?
Yeah,
I saw it.
not better than the first one. I can say that confidently. Hey, what do you think?
It was all right. It wasn't as good as the first one, like you said. It's cool seeing Michael Keaton and stuff a lot more often lately. And I'm a Michael Keaton fan ever since Batman. So I'll basically watch anything that has him in it. And it was cool to see the mom from Home Alone again. But other than that, like it wasn't like awesome. You could definitely wait till it gets on.
Going back to Goodfellas, there's a ton of great actors in that movie. Do you have a favorite?
I don't know the actor's name by heart, but I do like the main character, the short guy. I don't know his name, the actor. He's pretty cool. I like his character. He has like a nice swag to him and everything. So he's cool.
What are your favorite types of movies?
I'm not really a big movie guy, but like when it comes to
No?
movies, like those are the movies that I like to watch, that I prefer. But I don't really like watching movies. I like watching sports. Like I'm big in football, fantasy football, I like all that stuff. I'm all into sports, basketball, soccer, football. Movies are just like once in a while when the family wants to get together and watch a movie. Like, let's do it. But it's not my thing.
Have you gone over to the new Raider Stadium? Obviously, you're a Raider.
I've gone over
You've been out there.
to the Raiders Stadium just for the tour, like just to go check out the stadium. It was pretty cool, and like I got to like see all the cheerleaders, the room, the Raider Reds. It was fun. The locker room. It was a great experience. But this week I'm actually gonna go watch them play for the first time.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. Have a good time.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you go get a fresh jersey for the game and all that too, or no?
I have my Charles Woodson jersey, so
Oh,
that
can't go wrong with
can't go wrong with him, right?
Yeah, no.
Hall of Fame.
Not at all.
Yeah, so I'll be rocking the Charles Woodson jersey. Take that over, meet up with my bro and my cousins. It's gonna be all boys. We're all gonna go show up. It's to be like 12 of us. We're all family, so it's great. All cousins. They're out there right now, but me and my bro are gonna drive over there tomorrow night to get there Saturday night. Wake up, Sunday morning and go meet up with the guys and pregame and go to the game.
Heat stroke was some amazing luck for us last week with his dance. So he's yeah, man, that dance right there.
Just hit us one time.
Last week, he'll be at home just shaking that thing. Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, I feel like we got this win, but I don't like to get too confident with my Raiders because whenever I get too confident, they seem to not get the W from me. So stay humble and see what happens.
Yeah, that's
Play the game.
Yeah, when Nick doesn't know us, I was dancing out of anxiety.
Right? Those Raiders games, I can't even sit down at times. I'm just standing up the whole time. Like, yo, nerve-wracking.
It is. It is, but that's the fun of it. You know what I mean? You're going to be a true fan if you're still holding it down for the Raiders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I still remember the day when they lost the Super Bowl. I was like about 10 to 12 years old, just seeing all my family all sad. It was a barbecue, and I was like, I remember seeing how happy they were in the first play when Charles Woodson intercepted the ball. And then after that, it was all downhill. But, I mean, I witnessed that game. You know, I've been a fan since then. So,
Right.
it's been hard, you know, these last couple of years. But it's about time. We're going to turn it around now.
You can only eat one protein for the rest of your life. What are you picking?
I'd probably pick ribeye.
Ribeye?
Yeah.
What's your favorite way to cook it?
Open fire. Santa Maria. Yeah.
Build your favorite pizza. What toppings are you picking?
I'm picking pepperoni, bell peppers, onion, mushroom, garlic, with spinach.
Nice.
Yeah. And I also like on the crust, I like them to put pesto on the crust. Kind of like, I want pesto on the crust. Yeah, so I make sure I get it my way. But yeah, that's the way I like my pizza.
I'm a pretty simple guy. I'm a pepperoni and black olive kind of guy.
Mm.
I don't mind too much, but the things I don't like, I just have to peel off. Like, I would pull those mushrooms off, but the rest of that pizza sounds amazing to me.
Bro, I'll add salami, pepperoni, and ham.
I'm a little bit more of a simplistic pizza guy with like maybe 3 toppings tops kind of a situation.
Oh, God.
You know, I don't really like to put too many toppings,
Do you like,
but I'll eat it. Don't get me wrong.
do you like white sauce on your pizza? Like,
Yeah. White sauce. Great. I'll take a white sauce on a pizza with some chicken, some red onion, and bacon.
like on a Alfredo
done.
pizza?
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
What are your go-to road trip snacks?
Sour Patches. I have to say the munchies, the hot Cheeto munchies. The ones that have the pretzels and all that, like all that. And then maybe like a Gatorade Pepino cucumber one. Cucumber and limon. Pepino and limon. And then, yeah. So that's what I would pick up. And some hot Cheetos as well.
You know, those munchies, those came at a good time. It had been a long time since our like snack game was elevated like munchies. You know what I mean? Where they're like, they take all of your favorites, combine them together, and just like, hey, just take this bag. It's got a little bit of everything. That was awesome.
Right? It's perfect. Yeah, I love those.
I never think to get those. It's a good one.
What's your go-to?
Go to like road trip snacks. Something like some gummy worms, some gummy bears, maybe some cinnamon bears. I don't like eating chips on a road trip.
Jerky.
Slab, really slab. I'm not a beef stick kind of guy. I will go with some of the slab jerky on a road trip. Sunflower seeds. That's the answer.
Good one, yes.
What about you, Nick? What do you got for your go-to road trip snacks? Let's say we leave right now. What are you grabbing?
Probably some salt and vinegar chips. I like Bugles too because I like putting them on my fingertips. And then, one of my guilty ones are the chicken buffalo rollers from 7-Eleven. I don't get them too often. And if it's a long drive, I can't do it because I might have to pull over and use the restroom. But those are great.
Those are great today. You're stinking up the car on the road trip, bro, the whole way.
Hey, sometimes it's worth it. Yeah, what's your wife's favorite thing you make?
My wings.
Is it?
Is there a particular?
What she likes, she loves everything, but if I had to pick one, I'd say the wing, maybe wings, and her favorite flavor is the West Coast wings that I make.
My favorite thing your wife makes is her beans. Those beans are the best beans I've ever had in my life.
She throws down on those, yeah. She's so good at baking, insane.
Yeah, you see?
I'm trying to get her to make like a really good cornbread, like get like into making some cornbread and mastery, and then see how it comes out. But yeah, she enjoys baking so much. She just loves the kitchen as well. She loves making the sides. I'll smoke up the proteins and she'll make the sides for me.
Speaking of you making like the proteins and stuff, you came up a couple weeks ago or so on the live. The video that you made and you brought up here at the bash, that was a tri-tip, was it?
Yeah, it was
Can you walk us through your process of making a video tri-tip?
that process. It's a long process, but I could shorten it up.
Yeah.
The way, like, it's a lot of ingredients. Like, it's to the point where whenever I make it, I have to look at like my notes to like go back and see what ingredient I'm missing, because it's my mom's recipe. And I got it from her and I've replicated it. I nailed it. But every time I make it, I always have to look into my recipe booklet just to make sure I got it on lock. But it's a bunch of peppers. You have to boil the peppers, guajillo, chili pepper, California chilies, and a lot of garlic, a lot of cumin. It's just a lot of spices. If I was to go get deep into it, it would just be too much.
Yeah.
But like, I could always forward you, some tips if you ever want to make it. I could give you, we could get on a call and I'll give you the information on it and run you through it.
How about the tri-tip itself? How did you guys throw that down? Did you guys end up just hot sear it and then braise it? What did you guys do with that?
That's one thing that my mom, she never made it with tri-tip. She always used chuck roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I said, you know what, I'm gonna make it with tri-tip. And then it turned out great. And she's like, you know what, like, it's great. Tri-tip actually, works. And ever since then, she's making it with tri-tip now. So I was like, tri-tip works great for the video.
If you had to choose between ribeye and tri-tip, which one are you choosing?
Ribeye.
Not very California of me, but I would accept it.
So much flavor, the fat, it renders, it's just flavorful. I don't know how to explain it. This ribeye it's just another level.
It's really hard to beat the bang for your buck with the tri-tip though. Yeah. So for me, I would prefer eating a ribeye over eating tri-tip, but I can eat tri-tip 5 days a week and I can eat ribeye 1 day a week. It's just more expensive.
Oh yeah, that too.
One tri-tip's going to feed your whole family versus, a ribeye.
Yeah.
Not.
What's your favorite wood to cook with?
Well, I just started with my offset smoker. So the first purchases I made when it comes to wood, I got pecan, white oak, and red oak. So those are the three I'm experimenting with this offset smoker. And for this smoke, I use pecan and I use white oak. I mix both. When I was grilling on the Santa Maria, I would use the Jealous Devil wood blocks, the cherry wood blocks, and hickory. So that's what I use those for the Santa Maria whenever I want to add paper, my charcoal. But when it comes to the rig, I'm just using pecan, white oak, and red oak. But eventually I'll start testing out other wood flavors and I'll see which one I like best. Yeah.
You moved there somewhat recently, right?
Yeah.
It feels like within a year or so.
It's been 9 or 10 months.
9 or 10
years. Yeah.
Backyard looks amazing, bro. Looks like you have a ton of room back there.
It's huge. I mean, I can't wait to invite you guys over so we could have a nice little, barbecue out here. I could show you guys around. I mean, right here I have the offset. So this is let me see. This is how it looks. I have a setup. It looks pretty good. I mean, I have it right in the front yard.
Oh, nice.
That I see you drive in. It's right here. This is how I have my setup. I put my flag right here. I found a way to hang it on the trees. I have an apple tree here and then a pink lemon tree. So I was able to hang the flag there. I put this barbecue sign here, Barbecue Boulevard. And then, of course, I had the readers.
Hell yeah.
All day. Yeah. Well, the Santa Maria with some white oak. And then out here, I have my seat. That's connected to the hose. Scrub Daddy, you know. So yeah, bro. I have a nice little setup. I'm trying to, whenever I throw it down and have barbecues, I watch the kids play basketball right here. I have a nice little view. I'm able to see them play. I have a little pool right here for them that I just built.
You're setting on everybody with that whole setup out there.
So they come over here one day, all of us, all the nephews, invite everybody over and have a nice little cook-off.
Bro, I would love that. You tell me when, I will.
We said it and it's live, so hopefully.
Yeah, I did.
Invite.
And as you have a day to have it, I'll put that on my calendar. We'll come down for that. There's no question about that.
All right. Well, if you can make it, that'd be great. The invitation is open. During the football season, I'm thinking, what game? You watch a Raider game or something, like something like that. What do you guys think? Do you think Sunday sounds good, or you prefer that?
Sunday sounds good for me too. I'll make that. I can still make that work too on a Sunday.
Okay.
Cool. What city are you in right now?
Reseda. I'm grateful for being here, and it's a blessing. So,
You pretty stoked for the kids to be back in school?
yes and no, just the drive, and just picking in after work, having to pick them up and all that. When they weren't in school, I didn't have to do all that. So, other than that, I enjoy that they're getting the education and going to school, and then they're getting into sports. My daughter, she's in the volleyball team right now, and she's all excited about that. So,
How old is she?
She's 12.
This one should be a fun time, man.
Yeah.
Did you play any sports?
Yeah, I played. And during high school, I did soccer and wrestling, Greco wrestling. Yeah, I got the
145.
Yeah, 145, 140s. I'll switch off on those two weights. Depending if I didn't make weight at 140, I had to go up to 145 or 152s.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did you start that in high school, or are you one of the kids that started like really young?
Nah, I didn't start really young. I did have a lot of buddies that started young in the Boys and Girls Club, and they're really good, like city champs and all that. But I started in my junior year.
Okay.
Like 2 years of wrestling. Sometimes you're wrestling against like football players too, because some of those guys are football players, and they will be on the wrestling team during the off season, for example. So that was another thing that I noticed. Like when I was wrestling, I would run into a lot of football players and stuff like that. But it was really cool. It was competitive. I loved it. Whenever there's like a Canelo fight or something like that, I'll watch it. I'm starting to get into UFC more now. Try to get into that. Yeah.
You think anything about Jake Paul?
I used to, like, when he started, I was like, damn, when is somebody gonna knock this kid out? Because I didn't understand. Like, I was like, why does he keep winning? Is he really good? I don't know if he's really good or not. Like, I haven't seen him fight somebody that's a real boxer. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell if he's really good. Obviously, he's good because he's a pro, but how good is he? Put him in the ring with somebody that's like good. Like, we can say that, damn, that guy is good. If you beat him, then we can tell you that you're a good boxer, like you're a pro.
I'm kind of stoked to see what's going to happen with Tyson.
Yeah, I would love to watch that fight. That fight is going to tell me a lot. Like if he beats Tyson, then I'll just think differently about him. Even though Tyson is old, it's Tyson, regardless.
I think, it's smart, it comes down to marketing and stuff again, I think it's smart. I don't know. I'm going for Tyson. I hope he bites his ear. Personally.
Is it going to happen? Because I know he got canceled and
kids are back at school now. Things are getting back in the normal swing of things. Do you have more trips planned up for the rest of this year? Try to come out to Open Fire Meetup in Texas or anything like that?
I'm trying to do Memphis and Maine, just check out the event. That would be great. And then also, I also want to go to Texas and check it out there and check out some spots that I want to hit up, some barbecue joints that I've seen in YouTube that I want to check out. That's something I'm looking forward to as well, Texas. And for sure, next year, Memphis and May, that's in my calendar. Yeah. I'm also going to start attending culinary school, and late October, I'm starting that. So sharpen my skills in every angle I can.
Congratulations on that. I didn't know that. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, bro. I'm excited for that too. It's starting on October 28th this year. It's a 16-month term for culinary school, and when it's called ICE Culinary School, it's in Pasadena. So, yeah, I'm ready to go. So I'm just waiting for that date. It's going to be twice a week, Mondays and Fridays from 6 to 10 p.m. So that's the only thing that's going to be a little drag, but
and it's going to be a major commitment. But
yeah, it's what I love to do. I love to cook. I love to feed people and watch them eat my food and enjoy it. That's something that I love. It's my passion.
What's your favorite rub on wings?
The Old Smoky. I own a couple of Spaceman knives myself.
they're badass.
Yeah, they're good.
They're beautiful knives. The handles are great. They feel great. The knives are nice and sharp.
Got the sharp. I need to learn. I got this sharpener, this knife sharpener. I don't know what it's. Horo. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Horo. And
Okay.
it's it's hard to sharpen the knives for some reason. I paid like $300 for this product, but I haven't been able to sharpen them the way I want it to sharp. So I'm thinking about hiring like somebody to come over here and sharpen my knives, because I do need my knives to be sharpened. They're dull as fuck.
We're pretty lucky over here at our farmer's market. There's a knife sharpener that comes once a month. I'd say my favorite knives that I have right now are the Cooking Guild knives. Food with Bare Hands. His new collab knife with them drops on Saturday. So if any of you guys were considering picking up a new knife, maybe go look at that one. That's a pretty sick knife.
Yeah, I'll make something out of anything. I'll have anything, ice cream or, gummies. Just depends. But honestly, I just like to cook anything that my kids ask for. Like I'll ask my daughter, like, what do you feel like eating? What do you feel like trying? What's something new? Or my lady, like, oh, what do you want? What do you want to try? Like, should we make something else? Like, let's try something different. Let's add something new to the menu. So we always like to experiment and try different stuff, and so we could add different stuff to our menu.
What are some of their favorite things?
Like they'll watch like a viral TikTok video and she'll be like, Dad, let's do this. And then we're like, all right, we can do that. I'll make it happen. Or if it's something that's it's like just a munchie, it's just full of sugar, I'll be like, I don't know, that's not, we let's try something different. For the most part, I do give them what they want. If they ask for something, well, I'll give it a shot and try it out, see if I can get it done. I have like my mom's recipes, and I'll research like other people like making the same food, and I kind of compare the recipes and I'll add my own twist to it. And then I do that as well.
I want to get my hands on some of those smoked and grilled wings that you made.
Hell yeah.
Those things
So
are amazing.
maybe when you guys come down, I'll throw down on those wings,
What's the most wings you've cooked at one time before?
At one time, like I had to reload the smoker twice. So at one time I had to cook like 500, 600 wings. I'm not lying. It was like a huge event that I had for a local brewery, and they had a party, and they were gonna have a lot of guests. So I had to like make it happen. I had to like make a shit ton of wings, and I did. So that was the most challenging day for me.
Did you smoke them first and then grill them on site?
I smoked them, and then I grilled them at my place, and then I put them in the Cambro, and then I took them on a Cambro, and I retouched them up with a Kiss of Fire on right there with the Santa Maria, so the people on the event could see that I'm taking them out of the grill.
Have you had a lot of fun doing those catering gigs?
It was fun. I haven't done it this year, but last year I was doing it a lot, and when I was doing it, it was fun because at the breweries we would get. We'll be able to drink. They'll bring us beer for free. We'll trade off. Like, hey, whenever you guys are ready, we got you with a plate. So we made friends. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it.
It'd be fun to have you out here at the brewery.
With the move, we kind of stopped, but now we're settled in. And I got the smoker back here now, so I'm looking into it again. Yeah, I've been saying we could throw down here, and you could throw down whatever you want.
We'll look on the calendar and pick a game that's going to work well for.
What's a good game you think that we're gonna win for sure? Like that we'll get the dub on.
Do you know how long it's been since I've ever felt we were going to win for sure?
I think Denver's a good one, right? I was thinking that.
Well, it'd be a good game to watch, right? It's a good rivalry.
Yeah.
You just jinxed it. You just said it out loud. They can't get their all. I'm with it. It's okay. We had a couple more questions in here. I saw a video of G rating tacos a couple months ago. Is that something he'll continue to do in the future?
That's something that I was like starting to get into, like talking more on my reels and all that. I'm not very comfortable with that, but I'm starting to like, challenge myself and get uncomfortable with things. And that's what I'm doing right now. Like, this is something I'm not used to, but I'm here, I'm doing it. I'm just challenging myself and getting out of my comfort zone. And that's one thing that I'm planning on doing this year a lot. And yeah, you are going to see more of those, but slowly but surely, I'm working on it. Baby steps.
I know we talked about the smoker behind you a couple times, but did you toss out a brand name by any chance, or who created it?
Lost Custom Smokers by the England Empire area.
Oh, okay.
By like 2-hour drive. Yeah, so it's pretty local, but not too much. But yeah, he does a good job. I'm happy so far with my smoker. Everything's looks good.
Did you get?
Yeah.
Did you get?
I recommend. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. No. I was thinking of one I was looking into Star Wars names, like a ship name or something. I don't know.
That's what I named mine.
Star Wars. Yeah.
I got a X-wing and a Y-wing, and then a Death Star. So I have the big Traeger I have is the Death Star, and my master builds are the X-wing and Y-wings, and I'm a nerd.
My big Traeger is named Trachea Majora.
What the? It's the big heel in Final Fantasy. Menudo or pozole? Which one is your favorite?
What was that? Menudo pozole?
Or pozole?
Menudo.
Oh, mine's pozole. Go ahead, explain.
I'm going with pozole too.
Explain that one to us, G. What are we missing out?
You guys haven't had my mom's menudo yet. That's why you guys are missing out. That's what it is. Even the whole family knows, like, oh, whenever my mom makes menudo, we're coming over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want so bad to enjoy menudo. Every, like, I say year or two, I'll try it, hoping my taste has changed and I liked it, but I can't get over the texture.
I don't like the texture either. I hate the texture of the cueritos. That's what they call it in Spanish, the cueritos. I don't like the texture whenever I eat menudo. I don't have any of that. I just have the corn, the grains, and that's it. And the broth. I had some avocados, some oregano, onion, some salsa, and that's it. But I won't eat the texture of those cueritos. I hate them. They're
Just eating menudo?
That's what I was say. I kind of feel like
Every I bring that up, everybody says like, "How do you're not even eating it right?" Like, hey, I still like it. The broth has all the flavor. I'm good with that. You know, I just don't like that texture. I'm good with that. Like, it's all.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's probably how I would be able to eat menudo too. But
I'm too white to go in there and order it like that. They're gonna look at me funny. So like, get this guy out of here.
I'll make sure when you guys come down, I'll have my mom throw down a pot of menudo for us for the morning or
Deal. Another question we have is, what's the best seafood to grill in your opinion?
That's a tough one. I'd say probably shrimp, right? What do you guys think?
Shrimp's the best.
I think Nick is real happy with that answer.
I was about to say salmon, but I was like, nah, I can't, because
I like lobster tails. They're good poached in butter, but I really prefer grilled lobster.
yeah.
My little brother makes the best shrimp boils.
I want to learn how to eat salmon. That's one thing, guys. That's in my list. I want to learn how to make that because that's one thing I don't know how to make. And I always, whenever I want to, I'm craving that, I have to go to boiling crab. You know, I want to be able to make it at home. Well,
Another question we have for you is, what advice do you have for someone who wants to start catering or doing pop-ups?
my advice is to, you know, like you have to kind of like know how to price your food right in a way, like in order for you to make profit at the same time. That's probably the hardest thing to do, like knowing how to like, oh, how much to buy, like, oh, am I gonna sell 200 wings or am I gonna sell 300 today? Sometimes you'll make 300 wings and you only sell 200, you know, because not enough people there. So it's a hit or miss. That's the hardest thing about it. You might come back with 50 wings, you might sell out and be like, damn, I should have made more. You know, that happened to me a couple times too, where I only took 200-300 wings and I got rid of them and I still had like 2 hours there and I could have, you know, if I had more, I could have sold more. So stuff like that. You know, that's probably the most challenging part, just knowing how much to take and how much not to take to the caterings or especially to the pop-ups. The caterings, you know, but the pop-ups, you don't, right? Because it just depends how many people are going to buy from you. Yeah.
Ooh, and the pricing, right? Trying to figure out what.
Yeah, the price for something that will make sense for the customer when they look at it like, oh, okay. And then, you know, you won't scare them off either. Like, it has to make sense for you and them both, right?
Mm.
I know personally last year when I was selling wings for football season, I reached out to you and you helped me. So I appreciate that. Thank you. You're welcome. You helped kind of guide me build that menu and the prices and all that type of stuff. And you gave me the guide to my ranch too. And you know, I make that ranch now like twice a month probably and make a batch of ranch and Nick loves it.
That ranch is fire.
That ranch is
What? It's red.
Yeah.
I won't eat mayonnaise, but
Just don't tell them what's in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we also have a question that we like to ask everybody every week, and it had a dry spell, but last week it had a comeback. But it's late at night. Had a few brews, got the munchies. You pull up to Taco Bell, What's your order?
The Mexican pizza.
Feel it.
There you go. The only thing Mexican at Taco Bell, huh? And that's all because it's in the name.
I'll get some hard shell tacos on the side as well, like 2 of them, and then probably some Baja Blast. You know, because that
All right.
spot that they sell the Baja Blast, right? The Mountain Dew, the slushies, yeah, they have like different slushy forms. It's good like that.
The slushie is good. It's like a Slurpee almost. Like it has like a Slurpee-esque flavor to it. So it works better, I feel like, as a slushie than it does like a soda.
I feel if I'm gonna get a soda at Taco Bell, I'm going cherry Pepsi.
People make mistakes.
Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice.
2 regular tacos, or do you go Supreme with the sour cream on that?
2 regular tacos because I got
Man,
Mexican pizza on there,
yeah.
right?
Don't be ruining our tacos.
Sour cream. It's allergic to sour cream. He's allergic.
Like, listen, I would only get sick if I was allergic to it, but it makes me mad. So I think it's worse than allergic, man.
I got PTSD from the
Don't
sour cream.
What's up with you? You don't like mayo, right?
No mayonnaise.
What about
No sour cream.
mayo? You don't like them either?
This is what I say. Everybody, you tell them you don't like mayonnaise, they're like, yeah, but what about? And then they go give you some mayonnaise alternatives. Like, what do you mean? That's like saying, hey, I don't like shrimp, and then them coming back and saying, but what about the little baby shrimp? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like any of them. I don't like Duke's, Hellman's, Best Foods. I don't want Miracle Whip. What's the other one?
Homemade
Mayo. Hey, nah.
Texture thing, or is it a flavor thing?
Bro, it's a flavor. I think it's a flavored thing.
Stop leaving your mayonnaise out, fool. Maybe you'll like it.
So are you supposed to refrigerate it?
Yeah.
That might be the problem.
Yeah, it's not blue cheese. It was mayonnaise. It started with that, Nick.
No, I don't know. I've never liked it. I get upset if it gets on my finger. If I have to stir it into something and it gets on my finger,
How upset at you when they accidentally put it in something you order.
especially if I tell them, like, no mayonnaise, right? I don't casually tell people, hey, hold the mayonnaise. I'll let these guys know this is like a situation. If it's Miracle Whip, I can't have it. If it's white cream-based sauce, I can't have it. Like, let's make sure there's nothing on there.
Maison asked what happened to that jar of crema he brought to your house.
Maison is the closest thing to mayonnaise that I'll have around. If your name was even closer to mayonnaise, Maison, I wouldn't even fuck with you. You know what I mean? Maison just barely slides underneath the radar with his name being close to mayonnaise. Yeah. What was his question? Maison, sorry, say that again.
Happened to the jar of crema that he brought to your house when he made tacos.
I didn't eat it. I didn't eat it. It got made into something my wife eats crema. My kids eat it, but I don't. I don't.
Oil chain to my kid's bike slipper.
Yeah.
Crema's the same like mayonnaise to you? You consider it the same texture?
I consider it. It's not the same, but it's just as gross. I can eat things that are made with heavy cream, things with milk in it. I can drink milk. I don't know. I feel like I dive pretty deep into this hatred for mayonnaise.
You're known for it.
I'm gonna make a T-shirt or something about it. Hold the mayo. We're gonna change the name of this show from Big Unc and Nephew to
Older man. I kind of like it. It's kind of like
Serious. Yeah, I don't like mayonnaise more than I don't like the people that didn't have Taco Bell orders. You know what I mean? And I thought, honestly, I thought it might have been borderline offensive to ask G his Taco Bell order, because it's like, why would he eat Taco Bell? His tacos are so much better than anything at Taco Bell.
But you got to establish those aren't real tacos. They're two different things. They're two different meals.
It is.
Like, it's not the same.
Sometimes you just crave Taco Bell, Taco Bell. I mean, once in a while you hear me and we just go like, yeah, I feel like Taco Bell, and then, yeah, it's not all the time, but whenever you go, that's what they get.
It's on food group. People taco night.
Say that again.
White people taco night.
We're adding that to the soundboard.
White people taco night. Hold on. Let me get it with that. White people taco night.
Maison is threatening you with a good time over here, G.
actually gonna make it and make a reel off of it, bro.
Are you really gonna do that? Oh, dude, you're not gonna be happy.
Nah, just maybe with some Wagyu, just try it out. But I don't know if it's good. I'll post it. But if I didn't like it, I'll just eat it. I'll let you know how it turned out.
Try to
Yeah.
make some sloppy Joe tacos, basically.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. Hey, that's a good idea. Hey, sloppy Joe tacos and sloppy Joe pizza.
Yeah. I need to make some sloppy joes. I haven't made that in a while.
I love them. That's my white people taco night when I was a kid.
Mine was carne asada, beans, and tortillas.
Bro, that is the greatest white people taco
And
night,
salsa. And salsa.
bro.
Yeah, all the hamburger helpers.
Hey, hamburger helper is so clutch.
Hamburger helper.
You never had a hamburger helper, G?
Your mom cooked, didn't she?
Not that. Anything that's frozen, she ain't cooking.
No,
That like
Wasn't frozen, even worse.
it just comes in a box. Comes in it's noodle, seasoning pack, and you mix it with ground beef. It is probably one of the unhealthiest things you could probably cook for yourself. They had a bunch of flavors.
is it worse than spam?
Spam is great. I don't know if you're here thinking about it.
Hamburger helper, man, that stuff was amazing as a kid. I think you can get them. You can get like a box of hamburger helper for like $2. They used to throw down some potatoes. Do you remember those ones? The potato stroganoff. Did you ever have that?
I don't think I ever had the potato stroganoff, but I did have stroganoff was one of the ones we had all the time. It was stroganoff, and then we'd be real fancy and put some crap Parmesan cheese on top.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely going back into my childhood right here.
Gourmet frozen foods. I used to eat those too once in a while with my babysitter. You know, like when my mom would drop me off, I would eat the frozen foods. Cuisine, gourmet. It's like it's like little penguin, like little
Kid cuisine.
Yeah, remember
Kid cuisine.
Yeah,
I grew up on those.
yeah.
We ate kid cuisines and TV dinner.
It always came with a dessert, right?
Yeah.
We
I don't know how they are these days. I don't know about the quality of
they still sell those.
or I don't know. It feels like I don't see them. I don't see TV dinners.
Who didn't grow up with those, right?
And we did. We had those. We had the Hungry Man's. I think the one that withstood the test of time is the Marie Callender's.
The chicken pot pies, right?
Yes. The chicken, the turkey, the beef.
Yeah, those are still good. Yeah, I agree. Have you tried making your own from scratch, like a chicken pot pie?
No, I'm not. I don't do much baking at all. So, I mean, what I would do is I would probably cut the corners with the pastry dough and buy like the pastry sheets and line those in a tin, make all my own stuff for the chicken pot pie, and then put another pastry sheet on the top.
Mm-hmm. That sounds smart. Yeah. Makes it easier. You don't have to make your own dough and all that.
I wouldn't end up making my own dough for it. I'm just baking like.
I just asked my lady, hey, can you make some, some pastries for the chicken pot pie, and then I'll try to make the actual chicken pot pie, the inside, what I'm gonna stuff it in with, and she'll make the pastry, and we'll go from there.
Nick, you almost dodged the question about kid cuisines.
All the time as a kid, but no, we don't eat
When's the last time you seen one? Are they selling them from what you've seen, the kid cuisine
I
still?
don't know about the kid cuisine, but they do definitely have frozen dinner still.
Yeah, I see a ton of the lean cuisines and you can take with you to the office and things like that, but never see any more like the stuff that's geared towards the kids,
Probably illegal.
What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, nowadays, right? What do you think the goated frozen meal when we were kids?
I want to say in general, it's probably frozen pizza, right?
Okay, all right, fucking
Like
Cedar.
The DiGiorno?
You see it. Tostini gets with the cute.
Oh, tostinis. Oh yeah, the little pepperonis are cute. Yeah.
I'll mess with all of it.
What about the pizza bagel?
Still eat one of those today.
Bagel bites are great.
Yeah, those are great. Yeah.
I feel like the pot pie was goated.
How about them hot pockets?
We grew up on Hot Pockets.
On the hurry, you want a quick lunch.
Which one's the best Hot Pocket?
I'll just get the pepperoni one if I'll see it. The hot pockets. Yeah.
What about you, Nick? I already know mine.
To a stereotype, pepperoni for sure.
Yeah. My hands down, is the meatball marinara one. It's like meatball marinara and cheese. I don't know what they did. You never tried that one? No, that Hot Pocket was fire. I don't know if it still holds up, but back then that one was fire. And I also I like the ham and cheese, believe it or not, more than the pepperoni. But you needed to blitz the hell out of that thing, because that ham and the cheese on the inside, if it wasn't cooked all the way, was just bad. I'd throw that thing in the microwave for about 17 and a half minutes.
So it explodes in there.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
Danny's talking about the breakfast ones with the ham, egg, and cheese. I stand corrected. The goated Hot Pockets were when they did transfer over to like the croissant dough for breakfast. He's exactly right. Ham, egg, and cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese. Did you guys have those?
I've had the bacon, egg, and cheese. That one's good.
Yeah. You did? Nick, you haven't had that? Bro, do you see the smile on my face thinking about the fucking croissant breakfast Hot Pocket?
I don't know. You just told me that like ham and cheese was preferred over pepperoni. I'm pretty sure you're about to get Social Security at this point in time. If ham and cheese is your favorite.
Oh, hey, listen, because something about that Hot Pocket, that the pepperoni pizza Hot Pocket was a absolute bomb of grease and was gonna be heartburn. Like you're gonna have regret after eating that pepperoni pizza Hot Pocket.
You're gonna have to have the tongue right next to you, for sure.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what it was about the pepperoni in those things, but
you know what, guys? I had the pork belly burn ends in the rig, so I'm about to take them out. You guys mind?
Yeah, just
go up and take them out real quick. All right. You good?
There you go. Yeah. They look overcooked, G.
Maybe just a little.
No.
Hey, well, it's my first. It's my first time, so they're actually good. But I left them in there at low temp. They're like at the rig is at like 180. So I was like, it's on 180,
bro.
No, but
I'm totally teasing. They look beautiful.
I just think that my first time, I'm gonna stay humble, and then it's my first cook, first time. I don't know how they're gonna turn out. It's my first time making pork belly burn ends as well. So
yeah, well, I know you're gonna be stoked. Well, as soon as you go take a bite, you're gonna definitely blow your impressions away.
Yeah, and I agree, because I mean, I heard they're really good. So we'll see how it turns out once I get that bite in.
Well, yeah, absolutely, brother. Well, I gotta tell you, it means a lot to have you on here and kind of get to know you a little bit more and stuff. Let these guys get to know who you are, a little bit about what your background and why you got into cooking and what you like to do and stuff like that. Tell these guys where they can find you if they want to reach out to you. What's the best way to reach you?
If they want to reach out to me, just send me a message through IG. And if any questions, I'll be more happy to link up with you guys and answer any questions. Yeah. IG.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. So his Instagram is at the G Flavor. Go ahead and leave it.
Yeah.
The G Flavor at the G Flavor. Yep. Go ahead and send him any messages you have. Ask him any questions. Inquire about his catering. Next time you see he drops a menu and he's selling some of those wings, you're gonna want to get in there, because just like he told you, he sells out quick. So make sure you get an opportunity to get those. But I appreciate you guys all tuning in. This has been another good episode of Big Unc and the Nephew, and we'll catch up with you guys on the next one.
I love y'all. Thank you guys for having me. Love y'all.